Well, glory to God. Welcome once again to Power of Faith. My name is Pastor Eric Lemon here with your family at Faith Victory Church in Frankfort, Kentucky, and just delighted to be able to share with you in the truths of God's word once again. Luke 1:37 says, "For with God, nothing shall be impossible." That's good news in today's day and age, to know that if God is with you, nothing or nobody can be against you. And so we're just really excited today to be on the program. My pastor, Pastor Philip Derber, has invited me to take this time this week on the program to let you guys in on some awesome things that are going on this weekend. I want to call it the weekend to remember. We're going to have at Faith Victory Church on this Friday night, the 26th, a worship and healing night outside at our rock stage. We have a stage out back of the church, and we do outdoor worship events and concerts and things there. But this night, specifically this Friday night, we're dedicating that time to worshiping the Lord, and we're going to pray for the sick. We're going to believe God for healing and miracles in the lives of those who come. So if you are in need of a healing, or you know somebody who's in need of a healing, or if you just want to come and enjoy the presence of the Lord with some other believers, come out Friday night. We start at 7 p.m. and the address is 122 East Broadway here in Frankfort, Kentucky. We would love for you to be a part of the worship night that night. As well, I'm really excited because Saturday, the 27th, this Saturday, we're having the Awake Rally. It's a statewide gathering of youth and young adults from all over Kentucky, all colleges, different youth groups and young adult groups, and just individuals who love the Lord, who want to gather together and lift up Jesus in the state's capital, on the Capitol grounds, and all around in Frankfort. We are just really excited about that, and I'm really grateful today to have an awesome young lady here on the program with me who loves the Lord, Jess Tsupruk. Jess, I thank you for joining us on the program today.
Hi, Pastor E. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really glad you're on the program today, because I think that you are what I like to call one of the hungry and thirsty generation of young people that's in the earth right now. I believe God is really doing something special in your generation, and you are one who I would just say is a representation of what God is doing all over this country and all over the world in the lives of youth and young adults. So if you could just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from and how you come to be where you are now in your walking relationship with God.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, my name is Jess Tsupruk. I'm 18 years old. I'm a college student. This is my second year of BCTC. I grew up as a Christian, so I've been in church my whole life. But once I hit about 12 or 13, that's when I had a true encounter with God. But I mean, as I went into high school, we all, fall into crowds, peer pressure, and just trying to figure out who you are. And I fell into the wrong crowd. So I wasn't really living a life for God, but God still built in a hunger within me and this desire to see people saved. So God told me to start a Bible study in high school with another person. And we started this Bible study and led so many people to Christ. And it was so amazing. There were probably like 80 to 90 students coming every single week. It was at Frederick Douglass High School, and it's called Aspire. It's still going today. But within that time, I was still struggling a little bit, just being lukewarm, but yet I still had that desire to see salvation and see people saved and just get completely healed and restored with his love and joy and peace and everything. But I wasn't ready to fully surrender my ways to God. But then I got to the end of myself where I was like, I can't do this anymore, because sin wears you out. Sin, it's so heavy. I don't know. So I just had to lay that down before God, and I truly started seeking just the fullness of what He has for us, which is peace and joy, which can only be found through Him, because He's a source of peace and joy. So that's what God's been doing in my life, just healing my heart, restoring my heart, just allowing me to grow. And the more I've been seeking Him, the more I've grown just spiritually, and the more obedient I've grown as well. So, I mean, I've been allowing God to use me, and I love to see what God's doing in this generation right now.
Yeah. So was there a moment like any specific thing that was like a turning point for you that was like, I'm done. I'm done with playing around with God. I'm done. I just want to, go all in. Was there a moment, or is it just like a slow drawing that he had on your heart to bring you to the
There
close?
was Yeah, there was definitely a moment. Because of sin and all the stuff that I was doing, it really built on depression because I've struggled with depression a lot in the past. That's a big part of my testimony. And there was one night where I was just so just depressed and heavy. And I felt like I got to the lowest of the lowest. And I remember crying out to God. I don't know, I've never cried like this before. Like, I just felt so empty and so worn out. And I cried out to God. And in that moment, it was in my room at night. It didn't come in any other way. It was just the purity of my heart. Like, I truly just wanted to see God move in my life and change my life. Like, I was desperate for anything because I've tried everything else and nothing has helped. So I cried out to God in that moment. And I was like, God, I've heard all this stuff. I've seen you move in other people's lives. If you're real and if you're really willing, please just give me joy. Take all this pain away. Just take all of this heaviness away. And it's like in that moment, it's like I can't explain it because it was such a supernatural, like super real encounter where I just felt this weight lifted off my shoulder as if I physically felt it. And my tears of sadness and sorrow turned into tears of joy because I just felt like this relief right in that moment. And I just felt God so strongly. And it's like that one moment completely changed my life because that's the first time I've experienced the purest joy ever that came from God. So I feel like that would be my moment.
That's
But I've
powerful.
definitely had multiple moments where God has showed up, but that has to be the moment.
Yeah, that's so powerful. And it's really important for people to have an experience where God makes himself real to them. And that's really a lot of what you're saying is really a lot of people's story, especially those who were raised or grew up in a church environment, where maybe they saw their parents. There's a popular song out about called Monday Morning Faith, I think is what it's called. Just talking about how important it is for you not to have your own experience with God and it be something that you live with on a daily basis, not something that you just do because of what your parents have experienced. And as well, like you mentioned about how getting caught up in the wrong crowd and peer pressure and all these things, depression, all the things that you have seen God move in your life and deliver you from are things that so many young people are experiencing today. So it's just like really your life is so indicative of what is going on in the lives of so many young people. And I just want to let you know if you're listening right now and you are dealing with struggling with sin, or you're dealing with depression or any of those things, or you're just ready to make that step to go get closer to God, we have a 24-hour prayer line. So that prayer line is available right now. We have prayer ministers standing by, ready to pray with you, ready to pray for you. And even when this program goes off the air, you can call the prayer line and get prayer whenever you need it. The number is 502-597-4357. That's 502-597-4357. Now, Jess, we are having this Awake Rally, and you can go to awakerally.org to learn more about the Awake Rally. But the
Mhm.
Wake Rally on Saturday is going to be an awesome thing that we're gathering together, people your age and around your age, to lift up Jesus and make a statement that this generation belongs to God. What type of things are you seeing God doing, in those in your age group, maybe your classmates or friend group or whatever? What are you seeing God doing in this generation?
I have seen God doing so much in this generation, which just proves that God is real. I see people, literally kids, like my little brother, he's 13, and I've seen him really hungry for the Lord ever since he's been 12. So, anywhere between 12 to 19, 20, whatever, just all the young adults and youth, I've seen just this hunger within them to just seek God, to know God, to serve God. And that just proves that God is real, because what 12-year-old or what 13-year-old would want to give everything up just to serve God? Even within college students, I see college students going out like Friday nights to just fellowship with other Christians, with a Christian community, like on UK campus, and doing Bible studies late at night and doing all these worship nights and worship revivals. It's like they give up all the other stuff that seems pleasing, or, like fitting in, like going and partying, going to bars and stuff, which a lot of people do and stuff. And they give that up to go serve God, to go to a worship night, to go encounter the presence of God. And that just shows how real it is, because if it was fake, why would they be doing all this? Why would they be giving up everything else, friends, habits, lifestyles, just to seek God? So I see a real hunger within this generation. And a lot of people say, oh, this generation is the most lost generation, but that's such a lie, because I've never seen a generation so on fire for God. And the reason it's so attacked with depression, anxiety, just sin, and just all this heaviness that this generation carries, is because of the calling they hold, because of the purpose God has for this generation. So I really believe that this generation is going to change the world. It's already changing the world.
Yeah, that's for sure. And that's why we're having the Awake Rally. Again, you can go to awakerally.org to learn everything about the event, learn more about what it is. You can register if you want to come. If you're an adult and you want to come and be a witness, you can come. But if you're a church leader, I would just want to invite you to let your young adult or your youth leaders know to bring a group. There are several churches that'll be bringing their groups, youth groups, buses down with kids. And so we want you to be here as well. We want your kids to be a part of it, because I believe God is going to change the spiritual landscape of Kentucky on September 27th. There's going to be something imparted into the lives, the hearts and minds of the young people in this state that they're going to carry a fire back to their schools, back to their campuses, back to their workplaces and their communities, and really make a difference for the Lord. So you can go to awakerally.org to learn more about that. Jess, who's on the program, is going to be there. She's going to be one of the multitudes of young people there, just like her, who are hungry for God, who've had that encounter with God. And there may be others that'll be coming who are hungry for that. And it'll be a great opportunity for them to have that encounter themselves. So again, go to awakerally.org to learn more about that event that's going on this Saturday. It's going to be an all-day event here in Frankfort. You don't want to miss it. Well, this is all the time we really have on the program today. Again, I want to remind you that we do have a 24-hour prayer line. Don't miss the prayer. Don't take that for granted, that there's somebody available to pray with you. Don't miss the opportunity to get prayer when you need it. The number is 502-597-4357. Well, Jess, thank you again for coming on the program with me today. You've been such a blessing, and it's been great to hear what God is doing in your life. And
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We have to do this another time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, until next time, this is Pastor Eric and Jess reminding you that Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 4 says, where the word of a king is, there is power. You all be a blessing.